A little boy is overwhelmed when facing a killer.
And your objections noted for the record. Previous order of the court.
He has more strength than any other 6-year-old.
All right.
He is the one who blew the whistle on the perpetrator.
Mama, don't sister
What does that mean?
drown. Adrian was bleeding like this and Mama holding him like this so she wouldn't scream.
A young girl, 7-year-old Adrianna Hutto, is found unresponsive in her family's swimming pool in Esto, Florida. Her mother is hysterical. At first glance, it looks like a tragic accident. A child, a backyard pool, a moment of distraction. But the truth doesn't come from forensics, not from the crime scene. A 6-year-old boy points out the cold-blooded perpetrator in a courtroom full of people, revealing a horror like no other. The hands that were supposed to hold her up were the same hands that pushed her under the water. Today, we will share with you the betrayal and tragic demise of Adrianna Hutto. A little after 1 p.m., Esto PD receive a 911 call.
911.
I need an ambulance, please.
911.
I need an ambulance.
What's wrong, ma'am?
My daughter fell in the pool and she's not breathing.
This frantic mother is 27-year-old Amanda Lewis.
And she's not breathing. How old is she?
She's 7 years old.
All right, hang on just a second, ma'am.
The dispatcher repeatedly puts Amanda on hold.
Oh, God.
Just a second, ma'am.
No CPR instructions are given to Amanda.
Water's just coming out of her nose.
Yes, ma'am?
Huh?
You said water's coming out of her nose?
Yes, I've got her on her side. It's just coming out of her nose every time I move her.
Okay, hang on just a second.
Please hurry.
Rescue? Yes, ma'am, I've got them on the way. I'm going to see if they can do something to help you. Hang on just a moment.
Over a minute passes with Amanda still waiting. The situation keeps getting worse.
Does she have a pulse, ma'am?
No, she's not got nothing. She is purple.
She don't. Hang on just a second.
Everything's purple.
The dispatcher continues to put her on hold repeatedly.
Is it violence? She's purple, no pulse, no breathing. Hang on just a second, ma'am.
Faintly in the background, the EMS personnel advises her to start CPR, a message that never reaches Amanda.
Okay, ma'am, I've got rescue on the way, and I'm fixing to get you someone else, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to call you right back in just a few minutes.
Despite being a trained nurse, Amanda isn't performing CPR, and the dispatcher has hung up. When the police chief arrives, he finds Amanda kneeling beside the little girl.
It looked like an accident with the mother kneeling, sobbing and crying. She exhibited all these signs of shock.
Adrianna has no pulse. The chief managed to get a faint heartbeat, but it didn't last. Adrianna is airlifted to Bay Medical Center, where doctors fight for over an hour to save her. But at 5:05 p.m., 7-year-old Adrianna is pronounced dead. The child's life ended so quickly, so quietly, in her own backyard. It looks like a terrible accident. A red wagon was pressed against the pool, with a bike nearby. Investigators believe Adrianna used the wagon to climb up, slipped, hit her head, and fell in.
She went in over the side of that pool, leaned too far. She went down into the water and hit her head.
Bruising on her forehead supported the theory. As Adrianna is rushed away, EMS describes Amanda as visibly shaken, the way any mother would be. But at the hospital, her reaction seems off. At the hospital, Amanda's first question isn't about her daughter. It's about vending machines. When told her daughter had passed, she showed no reaction. Witnesses are stunned. That night, the truth didn't come from the evidence. It came from the backseat of a car. 6-year-old AJ had spoken to officers shortly after Adrianna was airlifted. While Amanda's mother temporarily took him home, he said something on the drive that stopped his grandmother cold. She immediately called the sheriff. AJ said his mother held Adrianna's head under the water. Punishment. And suddenly, what looked like a tragic accident began to look like something else entirely. 8th August 2007, 7:41 p.m. Less than 3 hours after Adrianna's demise, detectives arrive at the hospital to question Amanda Lewis. She lives with her 2 kids, Adrianna, 7, and AJ, 6, her boyfriend, and her stepson, Alan Michael, 14.
Can you tell me about what all happened today? Can you take us through that?
Yes. Well, I got home from work. I work 11 to 7. They were watching cartoons I told them if they'd let me take a little nap that we'd get up and get ready and go do their school shopping.
Amanda speaks without hesitation.
They were good. I took my nap. I got up probably around 12:30, 1 o'clock, somewhere around in there. They wanted to go outside, so I let them go out.
Amanda had just returned from a night shift and had plans for school shopping.
That we couldn't get in the pool today because we were getting ready to go. So they wanted to go outside and play for a few minutes while I got everything ready.
By 9 a.m., she fell asleep on the couch. Amanda woke up around 12:30 or 1 p.m. The kids wanted to play outside before school shopping.
And I asked him where Adrianna was at, and he said she was playing at the pool. I said, well, go tell her to come in so we can get ready to go.
What happened in those few hours while she slept? After showering, Amanda looked outside. AJ was up in a tree. Adrianna wasn't in sight. Later, she saw AJ again, this time near the backyard pool, leaning over the edge, reaching into the water.
When I looked at him, he was on the wagon, reaching over in the pool, raking at something. And I asked him what was he doing, and he said that Adrianna was upside down in the pool.
Her world collapsed. Adrianna was floating face down in the pool. That's when Amanda jumped into action and called 911. This leads to questions about swimming.
I thought you had told me that they said they wanted to get in the pool.
Yeah, first thing this morning they wanted to get in the pool and go swimming. Mm-hmm. And I told them to let me take my nap, and then we'd talk about it. And I asked them, I said, well, do you want to swim in the pool, or do you want to go get your school stuff? And then they wanted to go get their school stuff. But then when I asked him what she was doing, he said she was cleaning the bugs out of the pool so we could go swimming.
Amanda says Adrianna, who had ADHD, kept bouncing between wanting to swim, go school shopping, and return to the pool. After doing laundry, Amanda says AJ told her Adrianna was cleaning bugs from the pool, so she went to check on her.
When you went out and found Adrianna, how was she in the water?
She was face down in the water.
Was she on top of the water or below the water? Or?
She was on top of the water. Okay. Because I had leaned over the pool and managed to get her toe and rake her close enough to where I could pull her out.
Then comes the hard question. What really happened at the pool?
Could she stand up in that pool?
Mm-hmm. Both of them could stand up. On her, the water come up to maybe about right here, and she would walk around the edge. I mean, she was afraid of water. She was afraid of going under the water.
Was she scared of getting in the pool, though? I mean,
she'd get in the pool, but she'd stay right around the edge of it. Or either she put AJ's little floaties on, and then she would walk out when we were out there.
The pool was 48 inches deep, but the water only reached 35 inches. Adrianna, at 47 inches tall, could have stood up. So why didn't she?
Could she swim or dog paddle?
Not good enough. I mean, she could paddle to keep herself afloat, but she couldn't swim that good. I mean, we were trying to show her how, but she's always been afraid of the water. She won't lay down in the bathtub.
Amanda says Adrianna is scared of water. Still, a white bucket is found floating nearby, likely used to scoop out bugs. If she's afraid, what makes her lean over that edge at all? Was she trying to be helpful, or was she told to do it? Amanda offers more.
You said she had some behavioral problems. Mm-hmm. Had she had any recently?
Since he changed her medicine and put her on Focalin, she's been doing, a lot better. Before, she wouldn't listen to anything.
Adrianna's been acting out lately. Treated for ADHD, she is on Focalin, but hasn't taken her dose that day. Detectives shift again. Did Amanda perform CPR?
Did you take any measures to resuscitate her?
I tried to give her CPR. I mean, I'm not that good at it. And then he told me to call 911. And then the dispatcher was, telling me, was she breathing? And I told her no, and I was trying to give her CPR then.
She says yes. A trained nurse, she should have immediately started performing chest compressions. But the first responder later states Amanda isn't doing CPR when he arrived. She was just kneeling beside Adrianna. Then something even more suspicious catches their attention. Adrianna has visible marks on her legs, shoulder, and faint fingerprint-shaped bruises on her face. They form the outline of a large adult hand.
What about the bruises?
The one that was on, when I pulled her out of the pool, the one that was right here was a very small purple spot. It wasn't nothing like it is right now. And when they got there, they asked me if she had bumped her head or she had had a mark all day, and I told them no, she's not had a mark on her head.
Had she had any bruises?
Well, I mean, little ones on her legs, and I think she had one on her left arm or her right arm where her and AJ would fight. But other than that, she didn't have any.
And just as the interview nears its end, detectives drop a bombshell.
And again, I hate to have to ask these questions, but you said something that struck my attention there in the house. You said you couldn't go through this again. Have you lost a child before? Can you tell me basically what that was about?
He had seizures.
This isn't the first child Amanda has lost.
It's been now about 10 years ago.
10?
10.
Her firstborn, 16-month-old Alex, passed in his sleep from a seizure disorder.
And we didn't know that he was sick. We had no clue.
It was ruled accidental. But now, with a second child gone under suspicious circumstances, the questions return. How many tragedies can one mother survive before it stops feeling like a coincidence? Back at the house, investigators find small footprints inside a red wagon pushed up against the pool wall. The mud inside shows it has been used. A child's bike lies nearby, but something else stands out. Aside from a wagon and bike, the yard was empty of toys. Inside, the kid's bedroom has only a bare bunk bed. No sheets or blankets, just a strong smell of urine. Is this just a tragic accident? Or something worse?
Mama, don't sister.
What does that mean?
Drowning.
AJ is being as clear as he can.
Adrian was laying like this and Mama holding him like this so she wouldn't scream.
Why would he point the finger at you?
Was little Adrianna the victim of rage?
She done stuff that she didn't supposed to, so my mom got mad at her. So she threw her in the pool.
While playing, little AJ heard his sister.
How do you know that Adrianna got dumped?
Because I heard her screaming.
She was in trouble. However, AJ's story is a little confusing. He says his mother sent Adrianna to a park and that she dunked the girl in water before and after.
How many times did she get dumped?
4 times.
This accusation is quite serious. A trained professional is brought in to question AJ. The interview is meant to put as little pressure on him as possible and to avoid bias. There are also contradictory statements.
Did you see her get dumped in the pool?
I couldn't because I would get in trouble.
Investigators then asked about daily life in the Lewis household.
Where do you sleep at, AJ?
In Amber's old bedroom. Me and my sister.
Is that where you slept last night?
I sleep in there all day when I get in trouble. But when I be good, I get to sleep in the living room.
They were regularly punished. That morning, he and Adrianna hadn't eaten breakfast or lunch.
What did y'all have for breakfast?
We didn't have breakfast.
Did y'all have any cereal?
We didn't have nothing for breakfast.
This is an alarming piece of information.
What'd you have today for lunch?
Nothing.
He repeats, Adrianna hadn't eaten anything all day.
What did Adrianna have?
Nothing.
She didn't have no breakfast either?
Yes, sir.
She didn't have no lunch either?
Yes, sir.
A house with no food, no toys, and now, no little girl. He tells investigators Adrianna had been grounded that day for bad behavior.
You said that, something about some spray. What can you tell me about the spray?
She was spraying it until I woke up.
And then what happened?
When I went to follow smell, I smelled it in the bedroom.
What did it look like?
It looked in a spray bottle. They spray stuff out of.
What color?
She got in trouble for slamming cabinet doors, spraying Windex on the TV, and playing with Amanda's hair products. According to AJ, this led to her punishment. AJ offered more.
When Mama woke up again, she started to put Adrian. She told Adrian to scoop out the bugs with Mama. And then Mama went to check the mail. And then Adrian said she didn't want her to do it by herself. That's when Mama dumped her.
Adrianna was told to scoop bugs out of the pool. But at some point, Amanda saw her playing in the water instead. That's when it happened.
I couldn't see it because it was going to be dangerous. So Michael took me in the house when Adrianna was dead on the ground. Because Mom pulled her out the pool. And then she was purple. Her lips were purple. And then brown water was coming out of her mouth.
AJ tells investigators his mother grabbed Adrianna and held her under the water 4 times. He said she even covered Adrianna's face to stop her from screaming. It wasn't an accident. It was punishment. Despite being just 6, AJ recalls everything. The timeline, Amanda's work schedule, even that it is spring break. Investigators find his memory shockingly accurate, and his words never changed. If he is telling the truth, Amanda didn't just lose her daughter, she had taken her life. Amanda shows no emotion less than 24 hours after Adrianna's passing.
You know, it just don't look good. I talked to you about trying to explain the bruises, and we can't come up with a reasonable explanation as to why they're there.
I mean, I don't know why they're there. I mean, the only thing I can think of is either she hit the tablet container, or either she went completely to the bottom and hit her head, or she hit it on the wagon before she even went in the pool. That's the only explanations I have.
Okay.
I mean, I have never, ever, in the 6 and 7 years I've had my children, ever raised my hand to them. Ever.
Where would AJ get the term dunked?
Well, I mean, we say that to him when we dunk him.
And what would that be? Just pushing him on the water for a second or
Just chunking him up, letting him go in the water.
Okay. But not pushing him.
No, not pushing him.
The detective presses her on the bruises found on Adrianna's face. She offers no clear explanation. Another red flag is when Amanda reveals that CPS had been visiting weekly after school staff raised hygiene concerns.
The school, Poplar Springs, someone there called a report saying that I was neglectful to them, and that I didn't watch them sufficiently.
She blames Adrianna's bruises on sibling fights.
What do you think happened to her?
I honestly believe she climbed up on the wagon and had the right bucket, getting the bugs out or pulling the bugs out, and slipped and fell. And because her being afraid to go in the water, she panicked.
How would you feel about taking a polygraph?
I'd be fine with it.
Amanda passes the polygraph, but it's inadmissible. Later, the autopsy confirms drowning as the cause of passing, a homicide. Amanda is arrested and charged with the demise and aggravated child abuse of her daughter. The trial began in February 2008. All eyes were on Amanda Lewis, but no one was prepared for the testimony that came next. The most unforgettable voice in the courtroom was about to be a child's. AJ Hutto, just 7 years old, stepped on the stand, looking small and nervous.
Good morning, AJ.
Good morning,
Would you tell us your name?
Andrew Hutto.
Do your friends call you AJ?
His age could hinder his credibility.
How old are you?
7.
Did you have a birthday a few months ago?
Yes, so.
When was that?
November 22nd.
But the weight of what he has to say would define the entire case. He is asked if his mother, Amanda Lewis, is present in the courtroom.
If I told you your mother was in the courtroom here today, would that be the truth?
No, so.
That would not be the truth. Why is that? Because she's not in the courtroom?
No, so.
Okay. So your mother is not in this courtroom?
No, so.
Okay. And you're telling me that that is the truth, that your mother is not in the courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where is your mother?
Jail.
She's in jail. You don't see her in this courtroom, do you?
No, sir.
Because she can't be here. She's in jail, isn't she?
Yes, sir.
It would be impossible for her to be here in the courtroom, wouldn't it?
Amanda is seated just feet away. It doesn't look good for the prosecution. But the experienced prosecutor then begins pointing people out. Family, strangers, courtroom staff, gently guiding AJ.
That woman sitting right there between them. Have you ever seen her before?
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
My mother.
Now you recognize your mother?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay.
When he points to Amanda, AJ breaks down.
And your objections noted for the record. Previous order of the court is still in place.
AJ? AJ,
Yes, sir.
give me your hand. All right. Here. Here. AJ, do you see these people sitting over here?
Yes, sir.
His mother, the woman he said drowned his sister. Little AJ is shown a drawing, one he had made shortly after Adrianna's passing. Simple lines, but the story behind them was anything but.
Tell me, AJ, what is this right here?
My pool.
Your pool?
Yes, sir.
The one that was in this picture that we just saw a few minutes ago?
Yes, sir.
All right. And who is this right here?
Me.
What are you doing, AJ?
I'm just playing.
All right. Were you playing with anything?
Yes, sir.
He is asked what he saw.
What is this right here? Who is this, or what is this?
My mama.
Okay. And what is she doing?
Killing my sister.
How is she doing that, AJ?
Putting her hand over her face.
Would you show me how she put her hand over your
No,
sister's
sir.
face? Huh?
No, sir.
You don't want to do that?
No, sir.
Okay.
His small voice, almost swallowed by the silence, paints a picture no one wants to hear. Clearly, he is traumatized and doesn't want to talk about it, but it's crucial to bring justice for Adrianna.
Who is this?
My mother.
And who is this?
My sister.
What is this right here?
My mother's arm.
Your mother's arm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What does this mean right here? She did.
Died.
What?
She died.
She died. Okay. You mean your sister died? Okay. What this too bad? What does that mean?
That means it's scary.
The prosecution recreates the scene based on AJ's memory.
I can't remember.
All right.
However, there are gaps in AJ's account.
Hear Adrianna when this was happening to her?
Yes, sir.
When that was happening to her, you could hear her?
Yes, sir.
What was she saying?
I can't remember.
All right.
A moment where he couldn't remember how he found Adrianna.
Who found Adrianna in the pool, if you remember?
I did.
What did you do? How did you find her in the pool? Will this picture help us to show what you did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're looking at 1C. How did you find her in the pool? Could you see in the pool, or did you have to get in something?
I had to get in my wagon.
Okay. When you saw her in the pool, what did you do?
I can't remember.
All right.
Still, AJ recalled what mattered, Mother being there. The emotional strain on AJ is visible. This is not a child imagining monsters under the bed. This is a child reliving one.
And you said your mama did this. Who is your mama?
Amanda Lewis.
Okay. Is she in this room today?
Yes, sir.
Where is she? Can you point her out and show the judge where she is?
Right here.
Okay.
The medical examiner testifies that Adrianna's facial bruises matched an adult handprint, fresh, clustered, and likely inflicted at once. This matched the story AJ told everyone. Despite the seriousness, little AJ is too small to understand the gravity of the situation, and he even gets playful with the defense attorney.
Remember telling the lady down in Panama City when they talked to you that day that you threw a white bucket at her? Remember throwing a white bucket at Adrianna?
Yes, sir.
You don't? You don't think you threw a white bucket at her that day? Okay. You know why you would tell somebody you threw a white bucket at her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You wouldn't do that, would you? Okay.
As he is led out of the courtroom, he smiles and waves at his mother shyly, unaware of the consequences of his statement. AJ's testimony shatters Amanda's story, revealing a darker possibility. His tears and breakdown in court aren't coached, they are raw, and they speak louder than any defense. Amanda's co-workers reveal her growing resentment toward Adrianna, with one testifying she openly favored her son, AJ.
She came in and she was very upset, very irate, and we said, "What's wrong, Amanda?" She said, "I'm just gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill her." And I was like, "Don't say that."
And she was like, "I'm gonna kill her. I can't take it anymore."
Amanda herself took the stand.
Did you ever tell anyone that you didn't love your daughter?
No, I never told anybody I did not love her.
Did you ever tell anyone that you knew you didn't love her like you should?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that you didn't feel like you had bonded with her?
Yes, sir.
These aren't empty words. Not after what happened at the pool. The courtroom tensed. When pressed, Amanda hesitated, then acknowledged there was some truth to it.
I could have killed her for riding in my car.
And it was that way. I could have killed her.
Yes, sir.
That's not a passing remark.
Actually, it was the afternoon before. We were going to Dothan, and we were going to go by my dad's house. And prior to Alan getting home, they were putting their stuff in the car to get ready to go, and I had a black permanent marker in the console of my car, and she got that marker, and all through my car, she wrote with permanent marker.
Just wrote all over the inside of the car?
Yes, sir.
That made you mad?
It did, yes, sir.
Okay. Did you lose your cool and beat her for doing that?
I didn't beat her, but yes, I did spank her.
Spanked her?
The jury doesn't need long. After just 2 hours, Amanda Lewis is found guilty of first-degree homicide and aggravated child abuse, confirming what many had already suspected.
We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant, Amanda Elaine Lewis, as to count 1 in this case. The defendant is guilty as charged of first-degree felony murder. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant, Amanda Elaine Lewis, as to count 2 in this case. The defendant is guilty as charged of aggravated child abuse. So say we all, dated this 22nd day of February, 2008, signed Eugene E. Person.
She is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In the end, Adrianna wasn't a problem to solve. She was a child to love. But for Amanda, she became too much. And instead of asking for help, Amanda snapped. In one moment of cruelty, she didn't just take her daughter's life, she shattered her own and left her son to live with the horror. If this story moved you, please like and share it. Let Adrianna's name echo louder than the silence she was left in. And don't forget to subscribe to the Ministry of Crime, because behind every headline is a life, a loss, and a truth that deserves to be told.